1 2 1 2 check 1 2. new caddy. Brand new caddy.
Nice job, Katie. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trades by Brent. Hope you're doing well. Let us know where you're streaming in from in the chat. Positive vibes only. Rule number 3, encourage each other. We're building a community here. I'll be your host this morning. I hope you're doing well wherever you're streaming in from. We're looking at the SP500 futures, and we're going to see what's going on. We're going to be day trading the S&P 500 futures. We're in a bull breakout. So let's go ahead and look at the charts and see what we're dealing with. This is the daily chart. Bull channel. Yesterday, big bull day. Bull trend day. Massive breakout at the end of the day. Let's mark that green. Okay, so we are bullish. And that is clear. We're expecting some buying today. I might get long here. Big tail on the top of that candle though. So we can expect some deep pullbacks. Might go in with small size. Something like that. See if we get filled on that. This is bullish. And when it's clearly bullish, sometimes you just enter long. You know. However, we're not just blindly entering here, right? We've got a pullback here, right? Got a pullback here. And we're in. Okay. So we've got a pullback here, which is bearish, right? And then you had buying right after. So this is what I call an FU candle. This is what I playfully call an FU candle. Because it shows an imbalance, right? The bears got 4 candles, right? Bear bars on my chart are black. On your chart, they're probably red. But notice they got 4, okay? And notice they're kind of small, puny, weak compared to the bull bars. Now, this guy here is an FU candle. Why? Because it's closing above multiple candles to the left. Now, if we look, it closed above this candle and this candle, okay? So it retraced basically half of this move down. So if we consider this progress from the bears, right? We look to the left and we've got all of this bullishness to contend with, right? Shout out to Claudio, Germany, checking in. Thanks for being here. We are bullish, okay? So this is a bull breakout, and this started around 12:20 yesterday, okay? So that's great because we've got a bull breakout. But we have to kind of take all the pieces of data into consideration, right? So here we've got another bear bar on the chart, right? And if you're a bear and you're shorting this, right? If you're selling up here and you see this, and that's the best the bears could do is this little teeny tiny candle. I mean, look at the bar body on that candle is almost non-existent, right? So we got long here and we're expecting up, but then we got a bear bar, okay? And the bear bar is minuscule, okay? That's good for the bulls, okay? Now the bulls still need to close above these highs, but so far so good. Another thing to note, you know, we're 10 points above the moving average. So we will get to that moving average at some point, but there's a couple different ways to do that. So let's look at some possible profit targets here. Shout out to my man Celio. Tulsa in the house. Tulsa in the house. Claudio in the house. And shout out to my man FX3. I think you were the first one on, man. Or woman. Man or woman. You know, trading's 99% dude, so it's probably a safe assumption you're a dude, but who knows? Okay. So We're in a trading range. Some selling here, but probably buyers below. So let's look at some profit targets. I think this is probably a good one. Right? What are the chances we go for a measured move of the trading range? I think it's good. You know, might take a while, right? And we might need to pull the moving average up, but reasonable. Okay. Shout out to my man Jeff. Sometimes I scalp, sometimes I swing. It depends on what the market's doing. I'm always looking for a bigger move if I can get one. But if the market is in a trading range, then I'm more so looking to scalp. So I'll trade reversals. But it really depends on what the market's doing. I just adjust to the market. My job is to look at what the market's doing and just get with it. So what you'll notice is that to the left, we've got that big bull breakout marked, right? And then what we're seeing now is that the market's going sideways for a bit. And that's typical. After you get a big move, you get some sideways. Let's get our bar counter on the chart. Still very early. Will there be buyers down here? Probably. But you never know. The thing about the financial markets is that no one has a crystal ball. You know what I'm saying? No one has a crystal ball. So part of trading psychology is reminding yourself that nobody knows what's going to happen. And just to be willing to accept the ambiguity, accept the uncertainty, and say, okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, we'll deal with it and we'll reassess. And that's true in every trade. So I don't get attached to winning. I don't get attached to losing. I always enter a trade expecting only one thing, which is something to happen. That's the only thing I ever expect. That's the only thing I believe a person should ever expect when they enter a trade, is something to happen. That's it. There's a lot of problems that start to arise when you become overconfident. We call it the illusion of control. When you start to think that you know what's going to happen, you do not. Nobody does. Okay. 7 a.m. You see some movement happening. This is showing you there's some buyers down here, but look, there's a tail on the top and the bottom of that candle. So we've got buyers above and below. Also, we did get a report. Jobless claims. You guys know I don't spend too much time on the reports. But joblessness claims came in. Good. It's green. That means good. All right. That's what we like to see. Profit target up here. X marks the spot. Let's see if the bulls can close above this high. I said the hive yesterday was here, but it's not. This was the hive yesterday. So good rule of thumb, as soon as you enter, before you start trading, mark the hive yesterday and the low of yesterday. Whichever one's closest. Hive yesterday is right there, purple line. We're looking for a close above the line. By the way, can you guys hear me okay? Or does the microphone need to be louder? Give me a sound check. How are my levels? Let me know in the chat. We're looking for a close above this line. Right here. Bull's struggling, but two and a half minutes on the candle. Plenty of time. So far we can tell there's buyers down here and there's sellers up here. Okay, so trading range, price action. First 30 minutes of the day, commonplace. All right, levels sound good. Claudio, I'm not sure what you're asking me. By the way, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm happy to see you guys again. It's been a while. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Please know that. We cracked 15,000 subscribers. It feels amazing. And I owe it all to you guys. So thank you. Keep showing up and we'll keep rocking the party, baby. We'll keep clicking buttons and making money. Again, we're looking for a close above the hive yesterday, which is right here. Bull's looking good. But what, you know, the thing with these candles, it's taken me a long time to learn this, is you got to watch the full candle, right? Like you can't just kind of glance at it and think, oh yeah, it's bullish or it's not. Yeah, Claudio, exactly. Let's see though. Let's wait and see. We need to wait for the close. Guys, remember the phrase that pays. The phrase that pays. Anything goes until the bar close. Just like drinking with your friends. Just like out at the bar. Come on, y'all. Come on, bulls. Let's get a close above the high of yesterday. Let's do this. My man Claudio, 20 contracts on the NASDAQ buy. Excellent. Hopefully you get this close, man. 24 seconds on the candle. Let's look at that NQ. Yeah, similar. It's pretty much always the same. Okay, again, we're looking for a close above this. 10 seconds. See if the bulls can do it. If not, we're looking for at least a close above the midpoint, okay? So there's the midpoint. We got to close above the midpoint. Excellent. That is a good sign for the bulls. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, all-time highs. Yeah, switch to a shorter time frame. Switch to a higher time frame. That's a 15-minute chart. Look, it's all bull bars. Very bullish. Anything goes. Oh, and I'm noticing the bulls did get the close above the hive yesterday, but it's a very weak close. Look at the close above the hive yesterday. We got the close above the hive yesterday, but look. 2 ticks is all I got. Right. So hopefully there's more buyers down here and we get the move up after this. But right now we're in a channel pattern. Looks like bulls buying 50%. Yeah. That's the high of yesterday. Anything goes, guys. Anything goes. Let's turn it up. That's the one I like. Come on, this is what we want. This is what we want. Bull struggling. This moving average will get pulled towards the chart the more we go sideways. Price always coming back to that moving average. So if there's no more buyers up here, there'll probably be buyers down here somewhere. But just going sideways right now. Looking for that move up, willing to wait. Bulls exiting. Bulls like me who are hopeful for a move up there, quick move up there, exiting. 37 seconds on the candle. Probably buyers down here. Willing to wait. Tail on the bottom of the candle shows you buying into the close. Okay. But like I'm always saying, guys, you know, each bar on the chart is like a point on a scoreboard. So now the bears have a double top here. Right. Now the bears have a double top here. However, they could not get a close below, well, below anything. So, just expecting more sideways. Turn up. Price go up. Price go up, price go down. This is trading. Price go up, price go down. This is trading. Price go up, price go down. This is trading. We can make a song, guys. We can make a song. Stop loss right below this trading range. Opening range. All right. Premium network, yes. Go to the link on the screen, tradesbybren.com/3setups, and you'll get my 3 best trade setups with a very, very detailed instructional video walking you through exactly how I execute them. Also premium, thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're streaming in from. Guys, if you're new, 3 rules of the chat. Number 1, introduce yourself and your city upon entering. Number 2, good vibes only. Number 3, encourage each other, talk to each other, not just me. Why? Because we're building a community. Okay, coming down to test the bottom of this trading range. Stop loss just below. So if we get stopped out, we'll probably take the loss. But I imagine there'll be buyers here. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but either way, we're prepared. We're prepared for either outcome. This is the daily chart. Notice. Bulls got a higher low here. Tacoma, Washington represent. Premium, I appreciate you joining us, and shout out to Washington. Just watch and observe, man. I was exactly right where you are at some point. Also, you can get my top 5 book recommendations if you go on my channel, click on shorts, and watch the video that says 5 books for traders. Those I recommend you. Guys, let's give Premium a warm welcome. Help me welcome Premium. It's his first time to the chat, guys. Give him a little welcome. Why? Because we're building a community, man. All right, looks like some buyers down here. Claudio, exactly. Although, best to be neutral, if you ask me. Best to be neutral, if you ask me. Once you start hoping, it really fucks up your objectivity. So I'll try to be as neutral as possible. Right? We got 2 bear bars. Second bear bar smaller than the first. Right? So bear's not really showing signs of momentum, but also neither are the bulls. Okay, so if you see setup, if you see, if you don't see a clear sign in either direction, or you see clear signs in both directions, then you're in a trading range. In this case, we're just sideways. Yeah, KB, you get it, man. You get it, KB. Yeah, we're about freedom here, not Lambos. 100%. You get it, KB. So if you're watching this and you're brand new, we got some newbies in the chat, right? If you're watching this and you're brand new and you're like, what the fuck is going on? This was cool, but what the hell is this? How do I even make sense of this? Well, the black bars, KB exactly. The black bars are bear bars, right? So on your chart, those will be red, typically. And the white bars are green bars. Okay. But I like them black and white because it helps me keep my emotions real even. So what you can see is that the bulls are waiting, right? If the bulls were confident and ready, they'd be buying, right? But they stopped buying. It shows you they're waiting, right? Waiting to see what the bears can do. Why? Because we're near all-time highs. So here's your all-time high right there. We're right near that all-time high. And when we get near a really important price, the market often goes sideways. Right? Like look at Bitcoin. Look what happened when we got to 70,000. This is Bitcoin. By the way, I called this, okay? I called this. So if you bought here where I called it, you're up quite a bit. But just notice like we go sideways around an important price. It looks pretty similar to what's happening here. You see that? Also, we will touch the moving average at some point today. Premium. 2 hours. Sometimes less. Guys, I'll be right back. Again, 10 here. Pretty neutral, right? Not bullish, not bearish. I'm gonna hide that position. Just so I can get out of my head. So what do you notice? All right, especially for my new guys. What do you notice about that blue line? If you've been paying attention, right? Even on the stream right now, go back like 20 minutes on the stream, just for a couple seconds. Just scrub back on the stream for a couple, just go back 20 minutes on the stream, really quick, really quick, and see where the blue line was 20 minutes ago, okay? Just have a look. What you'll see is that it's creeping up, right? So you'll see that the trading range, this is a trading range, right? We're just going sideways, right? We're going down, we're going up, we're going down, right? We're just kind of staying in this range. You'll notice that the longer we go sideways, the more this blue line creeps up, Okay, and that is very typical. In fact, that's kind of the purpose of sideways price action, of a trading range, is to get back to the moving average. The price is always coming back to the moving average. Moving average is kind of like home, always coming back home, right? And if you look on the daily chart, look, you can see it all day long, okay? Each candle is 1 day, okay? We went up, we went down. We went up, we went back home. We went up, we went up, we went almost all the way back home. See, we tried to get back home, got back home, right? So we're always coming back here to that moving average. And that's really a key thing to know about price action, any chart, any time frame, Bitcoin, SP500 futures, Forex, stocks, you name it. So I think the moving average is the most important indicator on your chart for that reason. Because it tells you what's happening. It tells you what the market thinks, right? If you notice, all these candles are above the moving average. So what does that tell you? It tells you the market's bullish. If you put the moving average on your chart, you can see in 3 seconds whether we're bullish or bearish. And if we're strongly bullish like this, there will be buyers at the moving average or close to it. Sometimes, you know, like I was pointing out here, the price tries to get back to it. It doesn't even get all the way there and then shoots up. So the more bullish it is, the more eager bulls are to buy. And the more willing they are to buy above the average price. Makes sense, right? Simple logic. The only reason why people are bullish is because they think the price is going up. And how confident they are is shown by how willing traders are to buy above the average. It's kind of like anything, right? Like if you thought something was valuable and you thought it was a good price, well, that would assume that you think the price will be higher in the future, right? It's pretty much all we're saying. What's a good deal? What's a good price? A price that you think you'll make money on, right? We buy things because we think the value will increase. Okay, so now you have another attempt from the bears, but not able to do much, right? Bulls trying to get another higher low. So will we get this? This is what we wanted for a bull. Celio. I redraw the lines once we crack them. Once the line is broken, you can redraw it. KB, look at the top left-hand corner of your screen. Do you see that? Do you see the answer to your question? Top left-hand corner of your screen? This is the 5 minute. Guys, if you're new to the chat, 3 rules of my chat room are, first of all, welcome to my chat room. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for being here. The 3 rules of my chat room are, number 1, introduce yourself and your city upon entering. Number 2, good vibes only. No exceptions. Number 3, talk to each other, encourage each other. Don't just talk to me. Why? Because we're building a community. Duh. Okay. Looking to add one more here. See if we got it. So I'm trading the 5 minute. I always trade the 5 minute, but I did take a look at the 2 minute just to kind of have a peek. Shout out to my man Kevin from Philly. What's up, dude? See if we get this. Okay. Shout out to my man Val. What up, Val? Val, welcome. Val checking in. Okay, so we want to see if the bulls continue to buy. Start buying again, right? We bought here. We bought here on this FU candle, right? After the bears got this moved down. After the bears got this moved down, and the bulls said, fuck you. And they got this close above, these 2 candles to the left. Big bull bar closing, pretty close to its high. So we got long actually right around here, okay? And then the bulls got this candle, another strong candle, closing above the high yesterday, which is bullish, okay? So that gives me confidence. But then the bears were like, nah. And there's some profit taking here, right? So that shows you that the bulls lost conviction and wanted to wait. Okay, so bears got the price down a little bit, but this is where the line was for the bulls. So we drew this line here showing a higher low. Okay, so that's a higher low. Now we've got a higher low double bottom. Okay. Which is good. It's good for the bulls. Okay. But is it good enough to attract more buying? Well, it's kind of weak, right? So We're slowly creeping up, but the bulls are gonna have to do better. And I did add on. My orders are acting funny. Okay. Let's just redo these. Sell 3. Stop. No. Yeah. There you go. So we're betting on a breakout to the upside, which makes sense. But the bulls are like, nah, not yet. So we'll wait. Guys, anything can happen in any moment. It's a very good rule to subscribe to. Anything can happen in any moment. We might need to touch that moving average. That's my guess at this point. You know, I try not to guess. I go by the data, which means what does the chart tell me? So I'm not into predicting. I'm into reading the chart, seeing what the data says. And if we get 2 consecutive bull bars here, that's good for the bulls. Might breed some confidence. In fact, yeah, I could see this getting us back to price go up again. Trading, price go up, price go down. Trading, price go up, price go down. Price go up, price go down. So Val saying he likes the 2-minute and the 5-minute. Yeah, a lot of traders use multiple time frames. I tend to just use one. I'll glance at the daily. I really like that. I'll glance at other time frames, but I don't use other time frames to trade. I use one time frame to trade, which is 5 minutes. Claudio. We're both long, right? Claudio, why do you prefer the NASDAQ? I'm just curious. Okay, so 2 consecutive bull bars, right? Notice I got the bar counter to make it easy for you guys. So 12, 13, 2 consecutive bull bars, small, but we're in this bull channel, right? We made a higher low. This is good. Okay, bulls need to continue this rally. And also the bears showing weakness here, right? Look, they tried, they failed. They tried, they failed again, even worse. Bulls start buying, makes sense. But what we're lacking is stuff like this, right? We want to see something like this, strong buy. Breakout to the upside, that's what we're betting on. Now, we're looking for 10, 11 points, you know, it's a reasonable profit target. It's just a measure move of the opening trading range. So my man Premium is asking about my Patreon. Just go. Patreon is Trades by Brent. It's all Trades by Brent. But I'll put the link in the chat. But you can just go to patreon.com/trades by Brent. Trades by Brent. Let me see if there's a way for me to put it in the chat. Yeah, here we go. Come on, Forrest. Come on, Forrest. Premium's asking about the Patreon. That's the link right there, dude. I don't know how to get that. Stop looking weird like that. There's got to be a way. Oh my God, Val, I know. So cool when the price moves like that heavy. It just moves big. You get these big moves. Love it. Yesterday was really interesting to me. Claudio going heavy. Careful, dude. I'm waiting for more confirmation personally. Reasonable to be buying here. Notice the close here of the candle, right? We've got 40 seconds. So we're going into the last 60 seconds of the candle, right? Okay. Notice we're selling, right? They're selling. That's what you're seeing here. If we go to a 2 minute or 1 minute, right? You see selling, okay? But let's see if the bulls can close in on its high or near its high. That's what we want. Claudio, that's what you want, right? You want to see this candle closing on its high or near its high. Okay, so the difference with the different levels in the Patreon is how much coaching I'm able to do with you, how much I'm able to help you, right? The higher levels, I'm able to work with you more closely. So there's less people. Okay, so 3 consecutive bull bars, good. Switch to a 15-minute chart, and you can see it's 4 minutes left on the 15-minute candle. I mean, look at that. That's pretty clear, right? In fact, I just stay on this 15-minute chart for a little bit. But you see these tails, right? You see these wicks at the top of the candles. So technically we're still in a trading range, right? I know we're betting on the breakout to the upside, but the rule is we do not get the breakout until there's a breakout, okay? So the market doesn't go off what you want, right? It doesn't go off your emotions. It doesn't go off what you think. And so even though it looks like it might break out, it could literally do the opposite. Or, we could be waiting here a lot longer than we expected. Look at candle 15, case in point. The thing that stands out to me about this chart is that we haven't touched the moving average, right? A lot of trading is waiting. Remember that. A lot of trading is waiting. And nearly all of the problems we face as traders comes from expectations. So when I'm looking at this trade and I bought, okay, and then I added on, we made a higher low, so I added on. I'm constantly checking my expectations. I'm like, okay, do I expect this trade to win? Maybe. Do I expect this trade to lose? Maybe. The only thing I expect is something to happen. That's it. The only thing I ever expect is something to happen. When I enter a trade, the only thing I ever expect is something to happen. That's just the only thing I ever expect. Why? Because that's the only thing you ever can expect. No one has a crystal ball. No one knows exactly what's going to happen. So I'm totally cool just hanging out and waiting to see what the data tells me. And if you notice, if you actually have tried trading, okay, or if you're a trader, what you notice is that often the market doesn't do what you want when you want it. Rare that the market does what you want when you want it. It's just how it goes. So if you're constantly saying, you know what, the only thing I ever expect is something to happen. When I enter trade, the only thing I ever expect is something to happen. Even if you add on and you think you're right and you still think you're right, every single step of the way. Guys have been on stream with me here and they've seen the price go all the way up to my target and get one tick away. And you've seen that if you've been trading. Price will get one tick from your target and then reverse down. And then get one tick from your target and then reverse down. So you got to check your expectations constantly and never get overconfident. Overconfidence might be the biggest problem for trading psychology, especially when you're good and you start winning. That's usually right when people blow up. My man Claudio knows what's up. The fact that we got the higher low is good, but let's go off the data, guys. Let's go off the data. We got higher low, okay? So that shows you up, okay? But you also got a double top here, right? Now, we're breaking this line, which is good. But essentially, this is a trading range. Okay. So until we get above this high again, well, what can you say? Now, the more consecutive bull bars we get, the better the case becomes for the bulls. So we got one bull bar after we made that higher low, right? I pointed this out to you guys. That was key. Okay. Val, I like what you said. Thinking is not a strategy. Exactly, Val. Guys, look at what Val's saying here. This is key. Thinking is not a strategy, right? I mean, how you think can be a mental strategy, okay? But basically, there's this thing called illusion of control, okay? And if you're curious, look it up. It's a really interesting psychological phenomenon. And it is an illusion. So it's an illusion. It's actually an illusion to think that you're controlling what's happening here. We're not. We're more like skydivers, right? We're more like surfers. Riding the waves. Or indoor skydiving. You guys ever seen that? Wind tunnels. They know how to master wind, and they can like dance on this beam of wind. It's pretty awesome, right? It's kind of like what we're doing. We're not controlling the wind. We're trying to set our sails in the right direction. And the wind can change the direction it's blowing at any moment. In fact, it does, right? Like, look what's happening now. But what you see now is common for bull channels, where the bulls don't have strong conviction, so they're not buying up here, right? If the bulls had strong conviction, they'd be buying up here, right? There's some bulls buying, right? But there's more bulls buying below bars, right? So down here, the bulls bought, right? So the bulls bought, they pushed the price up here, and then there were buyers down here. So that shows you that the bulls are buying at the lows of the previous bar, right? Same thing happened here, right? The bulls pushed the price up here, and then instead of pushing the price up more, we had to come down first, then find buyers here, then push up here, okay? So maybe this will continue happening. Yeah, that's just what they call chop. But at the moment, you've got a micro channel, right? That's a micro channel. So within the trading range for chop, okay? Chop means trading range. Within the trading range, you can find these little patterns within it, okay? So this is a micro channel. Why? Because 4 consecutive bull bars. And in a micro channel, usually the first reversal will fail. So if this is a bear bar, that means it's probable that the bulls will buy it. But we're also near the top of this trading range. So the bears bought here, right? And bulls exited at the high of yesterday. So let's see if the same thing happens again, or if the bulls actually get the breakout. The market usually tries to reverse at bar 18, right? This is a really common phenomena. So 16, 17, 18 would be here. Market usually tries to reverse at bar 18. So I was saying, pointing out this bull channel pattern where the bulls are buying below bars. Bulls are buying below bars. That's why we got the tail, and then it pushes the price up. And that's why in the beginning of the candle, it's bearish, right? It's bearish. And then right towards the end of the candle, it flips bullish. Because the bulls are taking profits and then buying lower. So bulls are scalping. That's what that shows you. Getting in, getting out. Four consecutive bull bars, that's good. I said that if there was a bear bar, the bulls would probably buy it. So let's see if that happens. Bar 18. Market usually tries to reverse at bar 18. Around bar 18. So it could happen bar 17. Meaning it could happen here. Come on, Forrest. Guys, I'll be right back. And what did I say? What did I say? I said we don't get the breakout until there's a breakout. There's no breakout until we get the breakout. There's no breakout until we get the breakout. Profit taking at the hive yesterday, again. Claudio, anything can happen at any moment.
Oh my God, it's the sound engine.
It's key. Managing your emotions is key. Manage your emotions by managing your thinking. Manage your thinking about what you say to yourself. So what am I saying to myself? Anything can happen at any moment. We don't get the breakout until we see the breakout. Or in other words, there's no breakout until we actually get a breakout, right? So again, we also haven't touched the moving average. We got close, but we didn't touch it. There's certainly buyers at the moving average. If the chart looks like this, there's buyers at the moving average. Look, there's been buyers at the moving average. You know, that's what bullish means, right? So but that, okay, this line, this blue line is the gray line on this chart. That's all the way down here. All we're looking for here is a bull close. So we're looking for a bull close that's, you know, decent looking. And there's 20 seconds left on this candle. Does that look like the bulls are confident here? Not yet. What I want to see here is a close past the midpoint of the candle. Here's the midpoint of the candle. Okay, basically close on the midpoint.
Leave it in the fire, buried in the snow. Everything we know is hidden inside of us. Hidden inside of us.
15-minute chart. Ah, that was the candle we were waiting to close. That's great. Okay, so we're looking good on the higher time frame. How about the 60-minute? Looking real good on the 60-minute. All right, that gives me some more confidence. Why though? Because I'm hoping? No, because of data. But we're trading the 5-minute, so you got to see the breakout on the 5-minute. Now here's bar 18. This is where the market usually tries to reverse.
Leave it in the fire, buried in the snow. Everything we know is hidden inside of us. Hidden inside of us.
Come on, Bulls. Come on, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Run. Come on, Forrest. Run, Forrest, run. Triangle. But will it be a bull flag? Guys, check out my background. Check out my fancy background. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? My fancy pants background. You guys like my you guys like my fancy pants background? $33 seconds on the candle. Like a dead stop. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Claudio, that's good advice. But it really depends, right? I think that's a great approach, but it really depends. Some traders, if the market goes sideways for an hour, 2 hours, right, they'll get out, which is okay too, right? Because you can always re-enter. But I like your approach. Patience, yeah. Guys, give me patience pays in the chat. Phrase of the day, patience pays. Patience pays. Patience pays. You guys type patience pays in this chat. Help me out here. That's right. Kaya, what's up, man? Welcome back. Patience pays, guys. Type it in the chat. David, what's going on? Where are you streaming in from, David? If you're just joining us, 3 rules of the chat. Introduce yourself and your city upon entering. That's rule number 1. Introduce yourself and your city upon entering. Rule number 2, good vibes only. Good vibes only, no exceptions. Rule number 3, talk to each other, not just me. Why? Because we're building a community, that's why. KB. KB. Patience pays. Now we've got a double top here. Yeah, no, Claudio, I like it. Everyone has their approach. The only downside to that approach is if something clear and obvious changes. Right, like yesterday.
Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing? Like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying? Because I'm trying to get it. Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your shit.
This is the trading channel with the best beats. Am I right or am I right? Gonna move a stop up just below that low. Yeah, this is a good track, right? KB, it's like a girl playing hard to get. It is, isn't it? It really is. She's playing hard to get. Strong buying into the close. Well, no, not into the close. The candle just opened. So we have 4 minutes left on the candle. Strong buying into the open of the candle, I mean. Yeah, Kyle, GDP unemployment rate was good. Jobless claims. Yeah, jobless claims was good. It's green. That's all I know. And honestly, I just look at the chart, right? See what the market thinks. Obviously, the market's not going nuts over this because the jobless claims is a small thing. The only things that really move the market in a big way are FOMC and CPI. So those are really the only report things that I pay attention to. Profit taking at the highs, showing you lack of conviction on the bulls. But we've got 3 minutes left on the candle, so there were buyers down here. Okay, there are buyers right where we bought. Well, I guess it's our average price. Notice the trend line. Notice the green line, right? Connecting the lows is lining up right with that moving average. Because you've got a trend line and a moving average crossing, I would expect there to be buyers there. That's what I would expect. You've also got this triangle, right? You got this triangle here. That's what we got drawn. Technically, that's the triangle now. So I've been saying all morning, we have not yet touched the EMA. But because we're bullish, we have reason to think that there'll be buyers at the moving average. So let's see if that happens. We entered at 7, right around 7. It's about at 8 now. Buyers coming in. Still haven't touched that moving average. We're barely getting there. There's buyers just above it, as you can see. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Decent looking bear bar, but tails on the top and tails on the bottom. Also an outside bar. Notice that it went above and then it went below the prior bar. That's called an outside bar because it's outside the prior bar. I think they call it engulfing. I call it an outside bar because I'm an Al Brooks student. So outside bars are trading ranges, right? Because you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. And then you close somewhere in the middle. So that's neutral. So let's see what happens at this moving average. Stop 6.75 points below. Good. This is, if this is a bull channel, right? We're testing the bottom of the channel, which is super typical. I'm always pointing that out to you guys on the daily chart, right? We're testing the bottom. We test the bottom of the channel, right? We test the bottom of the channel, and then we go up to test the top of the channel. And then we come back down, right? So in this case, we're either testing the bottom of the channel or we're testing the moving average. And that's what's happening here, right? We're testing the moving average and the bottom of the channel. They're converging right here. That's why that's interesting to me. So we have reason to think there'll be buyers here. Yeah, risk management is key. So how do you manage your risk? I respect my stop loss. And I've got a daily loss limit. And my man Claudio has a daily loss limit as well. So that's a good strategy. Thanks, Claudio. I appreciate the compliment. I still recommend you guys do simulated trading though, because you got to practice executing. You have to learn how to execute. Minute 35 on this candle. See if the bulls can get a decent close. See if the bulls can get a decent close here. How patient are you willing to be? Okay, all morning I've been saying we have yet to touch the moving average. We have reason to think that when we get some moving average, there will be buyers there. Why? Simply because we're bullish, and when we're bullish, we have not touched the moving average. Bullish means more bars above the moving average than below. Okay, and the fact that since the open we have not touched the moving average, now we just touched the moving average, that gives us reason to think, well, we will touch the moving average. There's a 99.99% chance we will touch the moving average. Okay, so given the fact that we have not touched it yet, I would say, well, if you're long and you're waiting for a move up like we're waiting for, it's not good, right? Because you want to touch the moving average because there's buyers there. And if you get there, then the buyers come in, helping push that price up, getting that breakout to the upside. So will it happen now? It looks like it's happening now. Look, 3 seconds on the candle. See if this candle closes above this bear bar. Did it close above the bear bar? It did not close above that bear bar. It closed right at that bear bar, but it closed on its high. And that's a good buy signal, right? It's a good buy signal. So it's not quite an FU candle, right? It's not like this guy, but it's good for the bulls. So we like that. The bulls will need another candle like that to really, have us get back to trending up, because we've been stuck in this trading range all morning. Yeah, same with me, Claudio, same with me. Okay, so David's asking what happened when the convergence. It wasn't the convergence of the triangle, right? It was the convergence of the bottom of the bull channel. Okay, well, the bottom of the triangle or the bottom of the bull channel, depending on how you're seeing this. This line and the moving average. Okay, they converged right here. And when they converged, what happened is the buyers came in. Bullish just means there's buyers at or above the average price. That's what bullish means. More buyers than sellers at or above the average price. That's why you can look at the moving average and say if it's bullish or bearish. Look at the chart. You see more bars above the blue line. That means there's more buyers than sellers at or above the average price, right? Okay, so that means bullish. So if we've been above the average price all morning, right? This is the open. That's candle 1, right? Look, we have yet to touch the moving average, yet to touch the moving average, yet to touch the moving average. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll touch the moving average at some point because the price is always coming up to the moving average. And then I noticed that we also made a higher low here. Okay, so then we draw the trend line. That's that green line. And then I noticed the convergence was right there. So I expected there to be buyers there. And there were. It's exactly what happened. Because I can tell the future. This is the buy signal. If you were waiting all morning for a really good entry, there's your entry right there. That's the best entry of the whole morning. Come on! Okay, looks like we're getting the breakout. "13 seconds on the candle. Let's see if the bulls can close above the high. This is the test. We're looking for a close above right here. We're looking for a close above there. No, they didn't get it. Still, 2 consecutive bull bars. It's good. Breaking out above. And we close above almost every, we close above every bear bar to the left. So that's good. Bullish. Patience pays. I think it's my favorite beat on the list. I'm gonna get some water, guys. I'll be back. Not yet. Claudio, you're getting so excited, man. Hold your horses, baby. Yeah, patience pays. Let's hear it. Let's see it in the chat. I'm back. 3 consecutive bull bars. Great. We are back to always in long, I believe. Which means you can probably buy the close here. Three bull bars, all closing near their highs. Reasonable. Reasonable to be long. We've got data now to support the move up. Let's get that breakout above the high. We could stay in this channel pattern, which makes sense. That happens. Plenty. So we're staying in that channel pattern. And what's the channel pattern? I've been pointing this out to you guys all morning. The bulls are buying at below the close, right? So you see, we move up, there's profit taking, and then there's buyers below pushing the price up again. So that's how you get this kind of like up, down, up, down, up, down. That's how that works. Because bulls are scalping, right? There's bulls who are like buying, getting a move up, taking profits or partial profits, right? And then waiting for the price to go lower again. And then they're buying lower again, pushing the price up, taking some profits, and it's just wash, rinse, repeat. Patience phase, right? Basically, the market's constantly trying to wear your ass down. We've been in this trade for over an hour, right? And that's just the nature of the market. It's constantly trying to wear you down, kind of trying to shake you out. And if you can just be cool and continue to take in the data bar by bar, analyze what you're seeing, not be attached to your outcome, right? Not suffer from confirmation bias and only interpret what you're seeing as evidence of what you want, right? That's seeing what you want to see. That's no good. You don't want to see what you want to see. You want to see what's there. Big difference. Big difference. So when you do that, you have to use counter logic. You have to make an argument against your position, right? How could you be wrong in this case? How could the opposite also be true? And I'm constantly doing that along the way here. As far as I can tell, after doing that, I mean, I'm looking for evidence of bear strength. I just don't see it. Every time the bears do anything, the bulls come back. Boom. So I think here it's just a patience game. Again, profit taking at the highs. This is why you can't get your hopes up and get attached and anxious and needy. Shout out to my man Anthony. Anthony, welcome back. Anthony is journaling his trades. Guys, Be like Anthony. Okay, be like Anthony. Journal your trades. So important. And Anthony, nice work. Nice work. You know I give you guys the best beats. You know I gave you guys the best beats. What I would love to see is an actual touch of the EMA, because I think that'll bring in the buyers. But we could just stay in this pattern where we're channeling up, right? Zigzag. Minute 12 on the candle. This guy's got the right idea. So we're gonna watch what happens at the moving average. If the bears get the price down to the moving average. Looks like we'll touch it. Let's see. Either that or the bulls get a higher low, which would be awesome. You notice we're right there again. Convergence. Bottom of the bull channel and the EMA converge. Right here, last time, bulls bought. And the rule is you trade the pattern until the chart shows you the pattern's changing. So we have reason to think bulls will buy here. Counter logic, you could also touch the moving average. But from what I can see, I mean, I don't know what you see when you look at the chart, but what I see is just a bull channel, right? A broad bull channel, which is a weak bull trend. We are gradually heading up. But it's real slow. And I also see 2 consecutive bear bars, which hasn't happened since 7 a.m. Probably disappointed bulls, right? Who were expecting that move up like we were hoping for. But if you look at the channel, the bulls buy at the bottom, right? They buy low. The bulls buy low. In a broad channel like this, bulls buy low. And we're low. We're right at the bottom. So we're just gonna stay calm. That's weird. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we need. Call that Zen brand. Again, two possibilities I see here. One, bulls buying, which did not happen, right? Possibility two was we touch that moving average, finally crack it, and hopefully see some buy. Three consecutive bear bars. Nope. Since the open, we have not seen three consecutive bear bars. It's key right here. Will the bears be able to, like, once we touch, like, you can see that, right? Immediately we touch the moving averages buyers. So let's see what happens. Buying. Good. But 3.5 minutes on the candle. Also selling. A few weeks ago, if you were on, some of you guys were on with me. We did we held for 3.5 hours. It was not that different than what we're seeing right here. So what do we want to see here? We want to see a higher low. We've got a great position because we got in early and we added low, which was awesome. Which means our risk is pretty small. And at this point, the moving average is above our entry price, which is awesome. Okay. All morning I've been saying to you guys, all morning, I've been saying we got to touch the moving average, y'all. We got it. We just got to touch it. There's a 99% chance that you touch it. There's really never a day that you don't touch it at least once, right? So what I didn't like about this candle 22, right, is that we didn't actually touch the blue line. Notice the blue line's a moving average. We didn't actually touch it, right? And that was still enough to shoot the price up. But because we didn't touch it, I wasn't surprised to see the bulls lose conviction here. So I said, okay, we're gonna have to come back and actually crack the moving average. So we did, okay, 28 just touched it. And we went a tick below it, and then look at what's happening now. I said this was the best buy signal of the day. According to my system, this is the best. This would be the best buy signal on the chart. According to my system, this would be the second best. And why is that? Because you can see an imbalance. The bears came down and the bulls retraced almost that whole move. So that shows an imbalance. Probability favors the bulls. I love this track. Still holding long. Wait for that beat to come in. Ooh. Bulls buying at the hive yesterday. 3 minutes on the candle. Looking for that breakout to the upside. Great entry, 28. Great entry. Just because it's so clear. And the bears failed. And we touched that moving average. 28, I'm gonna say, you know, 21, 28, two best entries. According to my system. Now, now waiting and watching. Just waiting and watching, baby. If we stay in this pattern, which we have reason to think we will, we've been in this channel pattern, the bulls take profits at the highs, right? So we only ever get a few points higher than the high. And then we have to come all the way back down, form a higher low, and then move up, right? That's been the pattern all morning, right? We get near the high. Look, this was the high, okay? So we get a little bit past the high, and then the bulls take profits, and then the bears push the price down. We form a higher low, right? Because this high is higher than this. Sorry, this low is higher than this low, right? And then the bulls again get a move up, get a little bit above the prior high. See, prior high was there. They got a little bit above it here. And then the price has to come back down, form a higher low again. And then the cycle repeats. So that's the pattern we've been in all morning. And if or when, until we get a breakout to the upside, like a strong breakout above, right? Like we just stay in this pattern, and these channel patterns, they can last many hours. Like I was saying a few weeks ago, we were all on. I held for 3.5 hours. Claudio willing to buy everyone coffee. if we break all-time high. I think it's possible. I do think it's possible we break all-time high. I mean, we're so close. Look. That would be the all-time high. All-time high is 5322.75. There's your all-time high. All-time high. Claudio, does that mean you hit your PT? We'll bring that stop up to this parallel. Be right back.
How much more do you want from me? More. How much more successful do you want me to be? More successful. How many records can my records break? More records. But I'm the best. But are you a different animal and the same beast? What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant? You're welcome. What the is he talking about?
Black Giggle. Black Giggle. Black Giggle.
Bears getting a breakout to the downside. But will we find buyers? That's the question. I tighten my stop here. For me, that'd be a 3-point loss, which is no big deal. And I'm willing to take that to find out if the market will find buyers down here. Already finding some buyers, but 2 minutes left on the candle, so we gotta wait. Now, we broke this low. We did not break that low. Okay. When you get into these support areas, right? This is a support area. Moving average is support. You want to see how the price reacts. So we're looking for the reaction. If you've seen my trend line tutorial, 3 steps. Remember step 3, watch the reaction price to line. Watch the reaction price to line. So we're watching. Step 3 is watch reaction price to line. So I'm watching, I'm noticing we broke the prior low here, but then let's look to the next low. Next low's here. We did not break that low. We got a minute left on this candle. Bulls selling, or bulls buying rather. This is a channel. In a bull channel, you will see breaks of prior lows, but usually they're minor reversals, right? That was a minor reversal. 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 Okay. So we're looking for a change of character, right? Did momentum from the bears seem to cause the bulls to change what they were doing prior? And that's what we're looking for evidence on this close. Bulls buying into the close of the candle. However, first close below the moving average. So last time we touched the moving average, bulls bought, shot the price up. Now we've got a close below the moving average. Let's see if the bulls buy and shoots the price up again. Just above my entry. And now we redraw the line here. I really want to see 33 and see how 33 closes. Shout out to my man Alex P. Welcome back, dude. Yes, it's been a while. Good to see you, man. I was a little sick on Tuesday, so I couldn't stream. Waiting for the close. Anything goes until the bar close. Staying loose, staying relaxed. We got a really good entry. Two minutes on the candle. Let's see if the bulls can get the close. Struggling. Sometimes you get a pause and then the buying starts, or sometimes you just get the buying like into the later portion of the candle, right? So let's see. Minute 36 on the candle. Buying coming in. We want to see continued buying into the close, right? And at the very least, we want to see a close above the moving average. 31 and 32, strong bear leg, right? So the bulls need to really come back with something like a FU, you know what I mean? Looking good. But let's see. Also, we could get a pause, right? We could get like a little doji. And then the bulls come in. Or we could get another leg down. Because strong legs usually get second legs. Which means we could get, you know, maybe another couple closes to the downside. Claudio is still confident. Let's wait for the close, Claudio. Let's see. See if the bulls can do something. Something strong. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the bulls could not get the close, but neither could the bears. So at least the bulls stopped the bears. But that could be just a pause before another leg down. Right? So let's see if the bears get follow through selling here. Or the bulls start buying at the bottom of this channel again. Claudio, Anthony's got advice for you. And I think it's good advice. I think that's good advice. We try and keep it real neutral. She's a naughty, naughty girl. She really is, man. Teasing. Teasing. We all know those girls. She's teasing us today. You know those girls that string you along? Just because they like the attention? You know the type. That's what we're dealing with this morning. Possible high low double bottom. Would love to see buyers come in now, which I think is possible. Hopium. Such a great term. Hopium is such a great term. Some momentum to the downside starting. There's some buying. The question I've been asking all morning is, where are the buyers? Like, how far do the bears have to push the price down for the buyers to come in? Because the market's clearly bullish. But the bulls are only buying low, if you notice. And then once the buying comes in, then there's more buying. And we get a move to the high, right? So far, so good for the bulls. So let's see. 4 minutes left on the candle. One of the hardest things in trading is just to deal with the uncertainty, right? That's how it starts with the teasing. That's how they hook you. That's how they get you hooked, right? One of the hardest things in trading is to deal with the uncertainty, right? There's a guy named Mark Douglas who wrote a book called The Disciplined Trader and Trading in the Zone. And one of the things he talks about is paying money to find out. Being willing to pay money to find out. That's your stop loss. It's great content. So in this case, we're not getting the move we wanted. And the price is kind of just hovering around our entry. At some point, the sentiment changes. So now we've broken another low, which is right here. But will it be just another minor reversal? Because we're so bullish, odds are it's a minor reversal. But we now have a tight channel. Bear's got a tight channel down. That's a micro channel. Okay, so back to Mark Douglas. So he says, you know, your stop loss is how much you're willing to pay to find out. I like that. So I'm willing to pay £4 to find out. Bear's gaining steam. This is called a moving average gap bar because the bear's got a bar completely below the moving average. So that's good for the bears. But the bears have to contend with all the buying to the left. So it's good for the bears, but to change the sentiment's bullish. To change the sentiment, they would need to keep this going. So will it continue? It might. But let's look at this candle. 34. Smaller than 35, smaller than 34. So 2 legs down now. Now makes sense that the buyers could come in, right? Because usually you get these 2-legged corrections. I don't know if you've heard of a 2-legged correction, but they're super common. So when we got this, I told you guys, that's a strong leg, and we have reason to believe that we can get another leg down, because strong legs usually get second legs. So we did. That's 1 leg down, and then you got the pause, right? And then you got another leg down. And now you've got reason for a reversal back up. But also, the bear case, counter logic. Bear case, bears have 2 moving average gap bars now, which means 2 bars with the body completely below the moving average. That's a bearishness sign. So the market's deciding it's going to happen. Buyers are going to come back in. Looks like it. That's what we like to see. God, we've been waiting all morning up. Two-legged correction, commonplace. Minute 43 on the candle. Guys, this is what we like to see. This is what we've been waiting for all morning. All morning, guys. Now I'm going to move my stop up. To below that low. So now we're willing to spend 1.75 points. £2. And that's it. So at some point, you have to control your risk, right? And this is a tight trading range. That's a 10-point tight trading range, right? The bulls tried to get the breakout to the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and fails, right? So at some point, the bears are going to take control and try and get the price down. And that's what's happening now. So do I think there'll be buyers down here somewhere? Yeah, I do, because of how yesterday ended. So if you look at how yesterday ended, you got this big 40-point rally. It's about 40 points, right? So that's this guy, right? About 40 points. So I do think there'll be buyers down there. But, you know, at some point, everyone has different rules about how they manage their trade. So for me, after an hour or two, I'm looking to reduce my risk and start tightening my stop. And if the trade's not doing what I want, then at some point I get out. So we're out. And we will wait for another opportunity. And I do believe there'll be another opportunity. So that's going to be it. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. And what did I want to say? I want to tell you guys something. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. We'll be back Tuesdays. So we're here Tuesday. In case you're new, Tuesday and Thursday, 7 a.m. That's when we stream. 7 a.m. Okay? 7 a.m. Pacific time. That's my time. Okay? So I'm grateful for you. Thank you. 15,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's keep growing this thing. Keep talking to each other. Make friends in the comments. I'll see you guys next Tuesday, 7 a.m. Much love. Peace.